Welcome to the Guitar Gavel Lick of the Week, where special guest musicians walk you through a short lick to add to your bag of tricks. If you have questions about the lick, drop them in the comments section. And if you like what you see, please leave a 5-star review and share the Lick of the Week with your friends.
Hey, Stevie K coming here to you under the heading of Guitar Gavel. This is another edition of Lick of the Week. Today I'd love to talk about my favorite key. It's the key of D. Oh, it just has such a ring to it. Love the key of D. We're going to look at a way of organizing some grids on the fretboard. You know, there's no end to the infinite permutations of grid board organization. Looking at the neck and being able to call up the information that we want quickly from our frontal lobe because it's in our short-term memory ready to grab, just like things out of the top tray of your toolbox. We want to be able to organize our thinking in such a way that we can make decisions split second in the music while it's live, while it's moving. So let's look at a way to organize the key of D major diatonic. Now we know that's relative to B minor. So it's interesting that this will play in either field just famously. Notice. I call this the master pattern. It contains box 1 of B minor, by the way. Let's look at it again. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Then it does what I call a shift. Shift to the G string and up 1 fret. Now we have a 1, 2, 4. Then we shift again to the B string and advance 1 fret. Another 1, 2, 4. Then we drop straight down to the E string, string 1, and we play a 1, 3, 4. So moving through that in an unbroken fashion. Okay, so that is D major diatonic inside what I term as the master pattern. Now notice if we look at B minor, box 1, I don't play box 1 that way. I play it by dropping back a step, starting on an A note, and I like to work the L-shaped slide into the pentatonic. And there's the root. So that's just a personal choice. I prefer the shape of it. I prefer the way it moves and navigates. But now let's look at things that we can do with this beautiful D major cluster. Anytime you get a cluster of 3 strings that are the same mathematical nomenclature, in this case a cluster of 1, 3, 5, you always pick up the ability to put some more speed on things. It just makes things so much easier when you've got a cluster of the same mathematical movements. What I like to do is this cascading effect of moving forward, rolling back, moving forward, rolling back, while all at the same time advancing. So let's look at that slow. Obviously, there's no end to how you can continue going south, going north. There's no end to it. Have fun with that. Experiment. Construct licks that make sense for you. And you might notice at that time, I took a pair of the 1, 3, 5s and I slid up a 3-octave pathway. That's different than this. Never be afraid to use chromatic moves either. Anytime you can lay 4 fingers down in one line, do it. Ask Steve Lukather if it's worth doing. So one more time.